hosting a free DTF transfer class, a nice live of DTF class. I just want 3 full days of free DTF classes. Today is day 1. We have day 2 and day 3 starts at 6:30 Central Standard Time. It'll last about an hour. I just want some more people to get in the room. We are going live. Hello, Kimberly Brown, to come in. Can we put our cities and states where we're from, where we're joining this live from? Let's see your cities and states. Okay, I am from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This class is going to be each class will be lasting no more than 35 to 45 minutes. And then I will go into it, and then after I finish everything, you guys can ask questions, or in between, just put your questions in the comments, and I will definitely answer any questions as we go along. DTF, the reason why I'm holding this class is not for you guys to buy equipment. DTF is really this class is about showing people how to do it with equipment and without equipment, because they have some people who already have equipment. So we want to come today and show the ones who have equipment and don't have equipment. So if you're the ones, let me drop your cities and states and let me know where you're from. Let me know, do you know anything about DTF? Hello, Deetra Brown. How you doing today? Joining us. Thank you, Z, for joining us today. Like I said, it's not going to be, each class is going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. It's a free challenge. And this just to give you the basics so you can start your DTF if you want to start DTF, because a lot of people don't have the money to start DTF because it's very expensive with all the printers and everything. So I'm going to go over all that for you guys. So what this goal at the end of this is you're understanding what is DTF, the supplies needed, how to prep your shirts, hot peel, cold peel, things like that. That's what we're doing. Okay, guys, so just come on in. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes, and then we're going to get started. I am starting on Zoom at 6:30, so I'm going to give them some time to get in, and then I'm doing it on TikTok. I was trying to do it on Facebook, but I don't know. My iPad is acting kind of stupid. So I'm going to try while I'm sitting here. Let's see. So that way, if you're on TikTok, you can get me on live on Facebook. Let's see, can we do something with this? Maybe it'll come in. Hopefully it will. Let's see. All right. So if you're on TikTok, if you're on Zoom is only... Hello, everybody. I am live because I am doing a DTF class. This is a free DTF class for 3 days. It's going to be Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. This is for beginners or anybody who needs a refresher course, anybody who wants to start a DTF business. Let's drop your cities and states, please. Drop your cities and states. If you have any comments or if you want to know anything, let me know. Can I get people to drop their cities and states to let me know where you're from? This thing came from Jamaica. It's hurting. It's making my wrist wet. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. I started with crafting DTF, party favors and everything, September of 2024. I'm just really doing it as a side job. Then I got to learn about party favors. I learned about DTF. I learned about sublimation. I did classes at different places. My hair looks wild. I did classes at different places. Hello, guys. Come on in. I did classes at different places. I went out of town for classes to learn everything that I know. Hey, Ty. Thanks for sending TikTok Universe. And so I went to YouTube like everybody else. Everybody goes to YouTube, and I wasn't learning anything. So that's when I decided this year, 26, after 2 years, that I know enough. I can sell. I know how to make shirts. I know how to make party favors. I know how to do digital. I know everything. But that's not where the money is. The money is mostly when you teach classes and when you do digital, because everybody is leaving doing hands-on shirts. Everybody doesn't buy shirts every day. But you can sell the material for that. So that's the great thing about DTF. You don't have to have equipment. And I'm talking to the ones who have equipment and you're not even using it, or you don't have equipment and you don't even know where to start. You don't have the money because it's very expensive to do DTF. It's very expensive. So I just wanted to go over a couple of things, like for people who have DTF equipment and people who don't, but they want to start a business. So that's what I'm doing today. So like I said, my Zoom is going to start at 6:30. It might start a few minutes earlier, but I'm going to let it ride out so enough people can get in here. And if you want to stay to the end of the classes, which is going to be the end, will be Tuesday. I am giving something free out, but you have to stay through Tuesday. I'm not giving any out today. I'm not giving nothing out tomorrow. Tuesday will be the day that I am going to give something out to a couple people. For those who participate, for those who come in, for those who I see participating, yes, I do have a free gift for you on Friday. This is not no money nor anything. This is me coming on, showing you guys what you need to do, the basics. A lot of you go to YouTube, and I did the same exact thing. YouTube, hello, Leroy, Paulette, Ronnie. I hope I'm saying that right. Hi, guys. How you doing? How you doing? A lot of you guys, you did the same thing I did. In 2024, I went to a challenge. I'm just going to tell you a little bit, then we'll get started at 6:30. So around July of 24, I saw someone talking about a party favor challenge, and I got intrigued. It's like, wow, I can do that. Then I started going to their in-person classes and spending money after money after money. You got to pay for it. When you go to in-person classes, it's in Georgia or any state, you got to pay for your gas. You got to pay for your hotels. You got to pay for food. Then you have to pay for the class before you even get down there. So when I got down there, the class was from 10 to 2, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. They only show you, like, they already printed everything out. So how am I going to learn how to do that when you've already printed everything out and all I'm doing is just putting together? So I continue on going to classes, and I thank God that I did go because I learned a lot. And then I saw DTF. Then I saw digital. So there's so many things that you can make money off of and not have equipment. That's the biggest thing. You do not have to have equipment to start. That's why I want to tell you guys in this class today, when we start, you don't have to have money to start. You don't have to. A lot of people don't start, or they wait till they get all the equipment when you don't need to get all the equipment. Because when you do DTF and you go get equipment, you're already in a negative balance because you don't have any sales, you don't have a website, you don't have anything. So this is why I'm teaching this class today, because I want you to know what is a DTF. What supplies would you need, or if you need any supplies? How do you prep the shirts? Some people already have equipment and it's just sitting in their house, not doing nothing with it. So how to press the shirts correctly. Then we're going to talk about what's the difference between a hot peel and a cold peel, because people don't even know that. And then the beginning mistakes, like what mistakes have I made? Because trust me, I'm not perfect, but when I started, I was doing shirts, and either it was supposed to be in the center. It's supposed to be in the center, and I got it to the right. And then I had to get another shirt, do another image, and do it all over again, which that's a waste of money. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have money and you want to learn, you can do DTF. You can sell anything without the equipment at all. You don't need equipment to do TF. I don't know why people tell everybody that they do, but they don't. Okay, that's a little bit about what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you in a minute, it's going to be 6:30, and we want to start because these apps are completely crazy when you start and they put you on the timer. So I'm glad everybody's here. I hope you guys stay through the class. Like I said, it's about 45 minutes to tell you. Today is going to be really the basics of what I'm telling you about, and then the next 2 days at 6:30 we'll come back on here. And I think the last class I was thinking about actually showing you, like the last class actually showing you from the beginning to the end of pressing the shirt, so you can see the steps that I do. A lot of people don't do it that way. When you look at it on TV, all you see is the shirts going in and that's it. But no, it's more to that. They only show you the basics and you think it's easy, but it's not. You have to line those shirts up. So my name is Sharita Baptiste, and I am the owner and operator of Creations by Rita. I have 2 websites, really 3 Facebook websites, 1 Instagram, 1 TikTok, and 1 YouTube. All of them say the same exact thing. The one we are on right now for Facebook is going to be Healing Baptiste. The one for TikTok is going to be Radiant_Creations27. And the one for YouTube, which I'm not on YouTube right now, so I'm doing Zoom, Facebook, and TikTok. So I know you guys, I hope you guys stay to the end. Like I said, I have a 3-day class that I'm doing today, and it's something that I want to show everybody. A lot of people may not be excited about this, but if you are wanting to learn DTF, I'm going to give you the basics for the next 3 days that will help you scale your business and start your business. I know when you go on YouTube, they do not tell you everything. YouTube can only get you so far. So I am coming on and showing you guys what needs to be done, what you need to do, and how you need to do it. No one's going to give you all the information. I found that out. It took me 2 years to find out that everything that you need to know, they're not going to tell you. Everybody wants something for nothing. Everybody wants something out of this, which I will. I will give you something at the end that I want you to purchase. I'm not going to be upfront that I'm not, but I also am giving free stuff away this at the end of the class. So like I said, if you come in, participate, and you guys participate, come in, let me see that you're here, talk to me, then I will be giving out a free gift to everybody. Mostly, I said I was going to do 2, but I might do 5. It's going to be gifts that's going to be given out to you guys for just coming on and watching me. I am going to host different classes every week. I don't know like what days I'm going to do it, but I think Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday are the weekdays are easier because everybody is extremely busy on through the weekends. They got like graduation going on and birthdays and summer's coming up, Memorial Day's coming up. So I like to catch everybody when they're on Sundays. You relax, you gotta go to work, you're at home chilling out. Mondays is almost the same thing. Tuesday, the day doesn't really begin till like Thursday or Friday. So I don't want to invade anybody's privacy because I know on the weekends I'm gone. I'm not doing this. I'd rather do the days on the cool and relax. I'll probably jump in after my 3-day class and let you guys see. So I have a flash goal. I want you guys to give me some hearts, but everything. So let's get started because I don't want to hold you guys long, and I'm on a timer. That's the funny thing. It puts you on a timer. So I want to go over it again. What am I going to be doing today? Today, day 1. So today's goal is you should understand what is DTF. You should know what supplies you need, if you need any. You should know how to prep your shirts, press your shirts. You should know what a hot peel and a cold peel is. You should know the common mistakes of beginners. And last but not least, how to confidently complete a DTF shirt. How to confidently do it without. You don't have to have equipment. I want to teach you both because you never know who's on live, and you don't know whether, I don't know whether you have equipment or you don't. But if you do have equipment, hold on, okay. If you do have equipment, then this will help you out. I have people that I know that have equipment since 2024, and they're still not doing anything in 2026. It's still in the box. So let's get started. Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live. Tonight, we're learning the basics of DTF step by step in a simple, beginner-friendly way. This class is perfect for beginners or anyone who need a refresher. Don't worry about being perfect tonight. Focus on learning and process first. That's exactly what we need to do. The process first. We're not going to go quickly because you're not going to learn like that, and you might forget the steps. So what I'm doing today is part 1, and it's going to be, what is DTF? Does anybody know what DTF is? Anybody? Can anybody say in the comments, hello, how you doing? Hey. All right, sorry. I this is my first time doing 3 things at one time, so I'm like all over the place. I'm here, but I'm just like, I'm on Zoom, I'm on TikTok and Facebook Live. So, hello. Invite. Okay. So, does anybody know what DTF is?
Hi.
How you doing? Does anybody know what DTF is? Okay. Anybody? Okay. So DTF is direct to film. That means that the image is put direct to film. And I want to show you. So DTF is direct to film. This is the white part is the film, and this is the image. So I'm going to show you one. This is one of mine that I personally made. I'm going to show you about 2 more. This is another one. If you see, you get this when you get your, if you get your stuff ordered. This is this. I want you to see. This is the film, and this is the image direct to film. The same way with this. I just want to show you a couple. This is direct to film. It's on the film and it's ready to press. That means this is ready to press. You don't have to do any powder like most DTFs. To get them ready, you have to put powder and everything on it. We're not doing that. We're skipping all that. We've already been through the production part. We're skipping all that. We're going to do this. It's already ready to roll. Okay? No powder, no printing machine, none of that. Uh-oh, it's about to fall off. No powder, no printing machine, nothing. Okay? So the benefits of having DTF is that it's a full color design. There's no vinyl, no weaving. I hear a lot of people talking about weaving and vinyl. I think I would never do a shirt and never do anything if I had to do that. It works on cotton and polyester, really pretty much any kind of shirt. You can buy a shirt from, I tell people, they have shirt supply places, but if you are a person that have equipment and it's a budget because it gets expensive. They have shirts for 90 cents or whatever, but it gets expensive. So it works on cotton and polyester. It's beginner friendly and professional look results. That's DTF. I'm gonna bring a shirt over later to show you guys how it looks like on a shirt. So DTF is just direct to film. That's exactly what it is. Is they take the image, they put it on the film, and all you have to do is to put it on a shirt, and it presses on directly to the shirt, direct to film. Okay, that's all DTF is. You purchase it, you put it on a shirt, and you press it. And if you don't have equipment, which I'm going to say one with equipment and one without, because I know some people have equipment and some people don't. If you don't have equipment, I'm going to teach you later in today's class about third-party vendors. And that's the key. That's the key to doing it without equipment. That's the key where you can start without having equipment. You won't have to ship or anything. So I'm going a little bit too fast. So let's go over everything first. And then those who don't have equipment, I'm going to let you know what you got to do and how to start. I'm going to tell you everything up front. Okay, so the next part is your supplies, the supplies that you're going to need. The basic supplies. This is why I said with or without the supplies. Okay, let's do it like this. With with a heat press, this is what you need. A heat press, which is going to cost you anywhere from $100 to $200. Depends on what kind of heat press you get. Some of them are more hot than it. That's out-of-pocket costs. Your DTF transfers, you got to pay somebody to make those DTF transfers. I have somebody who does DTF transfers for almost $1. I know some people do it for $6, but the vendor I have, she does it for like 95 cents. You might come out 15 of them for like $10 to $15. So that's good, because most DTFs cost anywhere from $4 to $6 for just one. You're gonna need blank shirts, which is, I'm gonna show you some of the equipment that you're gonna need. So this is a blank shirt, and when they say blank shirt, it's just exactly what it says. It's a blank shirt. It's a blank shirt, and it is a gluten, whatever you say it. I always say it wrong, gluten, and it's cotton. It's 100% cotton. You can use polyester or whatever, but that is one of the shirts. I want to show you the shirts. The next thing is a Teflon sheet or porcelain. So if you are a beginner, you don't know what neither one of them are. So this is your Teflon that you can use continuous with no problem. You have to put this on top of the image. This is your butcher paper or porcelain paper, which I prefer doing this because to me it's better. I just like this better. A lot of people prefer this, the Teflon sheet, but I prefer the butcher paper. I just over anything, that's what I like. All right, and then you're gonna need, I got all these supplies here so I can show you guys like everything, so you'll know, like, if you have to if you have the equipment and you're doing it with the equipment, this is a lot of stuff that you need. So let me see, one more thing I forgot. Okay, so the other thing you're gonna need is you're gonna need a lint roller, because those shirts, after you let them sit up, it's good to keep the shirts like in a container, because if you don't, all that lint and everything you have in your house is getting on those shirts. So I keep mine in those little buckets you get from Walmart for like $6 or $7. I put like all of them in there, or I wait till I get an order in order to go get a shirt. That's the best thing to do. If you don't have any orders, don't go spend money on stuff that you don't have. So that's what you need. Then like I said, you need this lint brush. So before you press it and everything, you need to get the lint off the shirt. So like I said, it's a lot. I'm looking for, I don't know what, oh, I see it. It didn't fell behind. Then the next thing you're going to need is heat resistant tape. So they have different kind of heat resistant tapes. Anybody with any questions? Okay. All right. So there's heat resistant tape. There's like 3 or 4 of them. So this is the blue clear. It has purple and it has clear. And this is like, I think you call it Auburn. I don't like this one. When I first started, I used this one. No, I don't. If you want to use it, it's good for you. It's cheap. But when you're pressing shirts and you have a white shirt and you put this tape on there, this is possibility it's going to be yellow on that shirt and you're not going to be able to get it off. So I did this. I learned. So I just keep it to tell everybody. If you can't afford anything else when you're doing your shirts, then yeah, you can get it, but be careful on your white shirts. But I prefer the blue clear. It looks blue, but it's really clear. They do have the clear, and they do have the purple that looks clear. Those are the best ones to get. This is the only one I will use. I would never, ever use this again because it damaged the shirt I had to do, and I had to go. That's like a lot of money. So if you have equipment and you're doing this, if you're using this, be careful because it will mess up your shirts. The next thing you're going to need is heat gloves. So if you're pressing a shirt, you will need heat gloves for the heat press. The next thing you're going to need is a measuring tape. You need to measure the tape because you got to measure it from top to bottom. You got to have a measuring tape. And then the next thing you're going to need is a neck collar. That's way for people who like not for sure. Like I know it's going to be 3 to 4 fingers down and then my image come to the bottom. But for people who don't know, this is help you because it goes around the collar. That's your 3 or 4 fingers, and then you put your image, which help you until you learn how to do it. Okay. And this is a teacher's moment. Wait, I don't want to get off there. Okay, so this is what I want to tell people. Like, if you don't have equipment, don't go broke trying to start. Learn the skill first before buying any equipment. And that's the part, that's what I did wrong. I went and bought me a 15 by 15 heat press. I went and bought everything I needed. I got the computer, I got the Cricut, I got all that stuff. Learn the skill. First, learn the skill for me. Work on the skill. Perfect the skill. Then teach the skill or do the skill. Don't go buy equipment and you don't know what you're doing. Because all you're going to do is waste money. You're just going to waste money. You're wasting money. So where do you get your DTFs from? Okay, so for me, I'm going to give you a couple of places where you can get your DTFs. And I am also going to give you that vendor that I told you about. Okay, I might have to, like, after here, I'll put it in. Like, I'll do a little, let me see how I'm going to say it. I'm going to do a little post. And it'll be like DTF vendors. And then I'll post it for you guys. Because like I said, some of my stuff, I'm just starting with it. And you have to do certain things to get it. So I am going to do a post after this. And I'll have like list all vendors. And I'll put everything in there for you. So the next thing is, where do you get your DTF transfers? So I'm going to tell you where you can get your DTF transfers and what you can do. So if you're local from where I am at, I have a local vendor. They do ship from Louisiana, and they do it local pickup. So that is even good for me, because like when I have orders, somebody puts in an order and I don't want to pay for powder and all that. I just send my image to them. They make it. I pick it up in the same day. They do 24 hours. If you put it in by 12 o'clock, you can pick it up no later than 3 and get your customers' orders out. So we're going to do, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to give you the vendors that can help you if you don't have equipment. And I'm going to give you the vendors if you do have equipment. So let's do if you don't have equipment. That's one I want to specify on the night. It's the ones that don't have equipment and you need help. Okay, so where do you get your transfers? A local one is DTFTransferUSA.com. So get some pencils. I hope y'all got pencils and paper that y'all can write this down so I can tell y'all like what vendors that you need. Because this is not going to be recorded. So if you need it again, you're going to have to come see me like next week when I'm doing this class over again. Okay, so it's called DTFTransferUSA.com. It's a local vendor in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it also ships to anywhere in the United States, worldwide, wherever. But if you're in Louisiana and you want to get it that day, that's them. That's a local vendor for everybody in Louisiana. So it's going to be DTFTransferUSA.com. Online vendors. This is for people who don't have equipment. You can get a website. Don't do DMs. I don't know why people do DMs when they get websites. No, they have free websites. And I'm going to tell you that too later on. They have free websites. You don't have to pay for websites. You can get customers through your website. And what we're going to do is online vendors. This is for people who have equipment or who don't have equipment. And because you can have equipment and you don't have the money to pay for the transfers. You don't have the money to get the shirts. So this is good for you, because it's an online vendor. It's called Printify. Printify.com. Printiful.com. Artsy.com. I'm gonna do Artsy because nobody can really see what it means. It's ARTSADD.com. Thank you for the heart. Artsy.com printer full is print, the word print, then FUL.com. Then you got printify is print and then IFY.com. These are some of the vendors that you can use that will actually, all you have to do is upload your design. You tell them what kind of shirt, what color shirt you want. You put in your customers, once your customers pay you, you put the address, their address and everything in. You're all going to have a free account with them, so they're going to have your name on it. So they're going to actually do the shirt for you because you're going to do the design in their website. You're going to create an account. Once you create an account, you're going to upload your designs. And if you don't know how to do that, there's going to be another class. I don't have to show you guys how to do that. So you're going to upload the design to the third-party vendors. When you upload the design to the third-party vendors, you put it like you want it. You put your customer's name in it. You put the image on it. They're going to show you how the shirt is going to look. You're going to put your customer's name, address, phone number, everything. They already have your information. So then they're going to make it and ship it out for you. They're going to give you the tracking number so you can tell your customers, hey, your shipment is coming. Sometimes, and they do it too. So you'll better do it twice. Their customers will be like, what? I'm getting all this information. So they ship it for you. They put your name on it, not their name. They package it up, send it to your customers. The customers don't even know that you don't have no equipment. All they know is they got a shirt off your website and you did a doggone good job. That's all they know. They don't know nothing. Printify, none of these third-party vendors tell these people anything. Artsy, the art, and then SADD.com, they have more than shirts. They have cups, they have book bags, jackets, warm-ups. You can put it on anything. They give you a blanks, and that's what everything's called. Your shirts are called blanks, your tumblers are called, everything's called blanks. So they will give you the blank shirt. You design it and they ship it off. That's it. But this is good for if you're starting small, and because if you don't like do this, you can spend thousands of dollars before you even learn or do anything. So if you don't have equipment, don't go buy none right now. Get your business going. And maybe later when you start making money, like when you start making money from the third-party vendors, then you go get your equipment, and then you practice with once you get enough money coming in from the third-party vendors, then you get your shirts, and then you start practicing. So once you learn the skill, I'm teaching you the skill, you got to do the skill, and then and then expedite the skill, and then you can start printing and giving people shirts. So once you learn everything, because that's just behind the scenes. Once you start money, you want to do it behind the scenes. Shirts don't sell all the time, so don't look for shirts to sell all the time. It's not like everybody's like looking for shirts. It's not a big thing. People only get shirts for holidays, something coming up, but you can sell the digital part of it, right? So you don't have those shirts, you don't have the equipment, but you can sell the digital part, like the design I just showed you guys. That design I just showed you, you can put it into a digital form, like get Canva. I'll teach you guys about that later on. You can get a digital design and put it in there. Put the digital design in Canva, and you're going to sell it on your website. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said no money. Now, like I said, some people do have heat press and they need to know some of the things, but mainly the people who don't have equipment and want to start to get their second income and get it going, that's what you need. That's exactly what you need. Okay? So, the next thing that we're going to we learn where you get your transfers for. Now we're going to learn how to prep the shirt. Okay, so I showed you the lint roller. You have the lint roll each shirt because you don't want, see how the length is on my shirt? You don't want that length to be on there. Then you have to pre-press the shirt. So that's why I'm saying it's easier to do with no equipment. Just do the website, get it going. Once you get it going, if you want to do the pressing yourself, that's good. But if not, you don't have to start. Let's make some money first and then go get equipment and then start doing, like, because a lot of people know how to do designs and stuff, but it's so expensive. So let's make some money without having equipment, and then you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to still continue doing that or upgrade to something else. So once you press the shirt for 5 seconds, that's to get the moisture out of the shirt, because you do have to do that. And like I said, I'm going to show you this on our last day of class. I am going to show you everything I'm telling you right now. I got my heat press over here, but I'm going to show you everything step by step, how to press, how to put the tape on. That day is going to be just to show you guys how to do that, because it's going to take about an hour for me to show you everything. Okay. And you always have to pre-press your shirt. A lot of beginners skip pre-pressing. And if you know what I'm talking about, pre-pressing is when you press the shirt before you even put the design on. You have to get the moisture out of the shirt, because the shirt's been in the container. It's been sitting out. It's been at the store sitting out. So you have to press it first for 5 seconds with that heat to get all that moisture out. And most beginners don't do that. They just take the shirt, press the image on the shirt, and then when they give it to the customer, or they giving it to a family member, or making it for themselves, it start peeling, because you didn't take the moisture out of the shirt. So the image really hasn't pinned to the shirt. That's one thing. So don't miss any steps when you do DTF. You have to lint roll the shirt. You have to do a pre-press for 5 minutes. You have to do that. That's to get the moisture out and the wrinkles. If you don't get the moisture and wrinkles out, your design is going to be bumpy. So when it's bumpy, when somebody wash it or stretch it, it's going to start peeling off. I did that before. I gave my son some shirts, and I was looking like, what's wrong with the shirt? He said, I don't know. So I knew what I had did wrong. So don't forget, you have to pre-press your shirts. Okay. Let's see. Let me see. The next thing that I'm going to tell you to do with TTF is placing the transfer in the right place. And that's going to be with this. Or your shirt collar, like I'm going to show you, comes here. And you want to put anywhere from 3 to 4 fingers down. And then the image comes at the bottom of this. But if you're not too sure on how to do that, like I said, then you will use this collar, and it'll tell you, like, right here, is this the center? And you're going to put that transfer right there. And then that's how you go on to pressing it. But for those who don't have equipment, you don't have to worry about that, because the vendors that I gave you will do everything for you. You don't have to have equipment, but I'm just showing you, like, another way to make money without equipment. Another way to make money if you have equipment and if you have the product. But remember, shirts don't sell all the time. So you have to pivot to selling the design digital. Digital. Okay? I'm going to stress that a lot. Digital. Shirts don't sell all the time. And if you are a person that does shirts, you know they don't sell all the time. So when you don't sell shirts like this, but you want to still sell, you can sell your design that you put on the shirt as a digital design. So that's another way to make money if you don't have equipment. You go get you a website. I have free websites I'm going to tell you about. But you get your website, you put your design on there, and people buy the design, and then they print it out at home. So you're still making money because you're doing it in a digital form instead of a physical form. Okay? Now you're with me. I hope you're with me. You understand what I'm saying? All right. So then, when you press your shirt, for example, if you are pressing a shirt, the example the ingredients a lot of people told me was 350. I don't go with that because it depends on your heat press. And I'm talking to the ones who have equipment, or the ones who are getting equipment, or the ones who know what I'm talking about for refreshing. A heat press, the temperature bounces. If you put it on 350 and you start pressing that shirt and you're not pressing the shirt and that heat press sits up, it's going to go higher and higher. And then when you press it, it's probably going to get burnt because the temperature is too high. So no, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to set in anywhere, it depends on your heat press, anywhere from 315 to 335. Anywhere in between there, I think is a safe place at a medium press, and the medium press is it going on top of the shirt. I'll show you what a medium press is. I'll show you how to adjust it to the medium high, but it's a medium press, and that's the when it presses down on it. I don't go 350. I know a lot of people tell y'all 350. No, it really depends on your heat press, and I've been practicing with my heat press, and it's not 350, not at all. It's got to be anywhere from 315 to 335. So if that heat press start heating up, it's gonna bounce in between that time. 315 to 335. It'll bounce in between there. It might go up to 340, but you're still in a good range. You don't want to go outside of that range. So like I said, 350 is too hot. It's too hot. I don't care what nobody say. It's too hot. You're going to press that image on that shirt for 10 to 15 seconds. It depends on how you want to. I do press for 10 seconds, but I always add extra 5 seconds because I want to make sure that shirt is sealed. It's not going to burn it because you're at a lower temperature. That's the great thing about having it at a lower temperature. You don't have to do just 10 seconds and have it pull it up. You can do it between that temperature I told you, 315, 335. You can press it for anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds to make sure that it seals the deal on the shirt. Okay? We're almost finished, and then if I have any questions, I will give you any questions that I need. Okay, so always allow the transfer, always follow your transfer supplier's instructions because every transfer is different. That's why I told you if one person on Instagram, TikTok, or whatever is teaching you transfers or YouTube and they tell you 350, no, it is not, because 350 is not everybody's heat press. Everybody they have automatic heat press. They have like the ones you do like this, the hand press, and they have the actual heat press. So every heat press is different. So before you start pressing the shirt, you should get instructions. I don't see them. Don't worry about it. Every person that sends you a transfer or whatever, they send you instructions. Follow their instructions. Don't follow nobody else's instructions because everybody heat press is totally different. Okay, so they have a hot, and so the next thing I'm telling you about is a hot peel and a cold peel. A hot peel is once you press it, you can actually pull the transfer off completely, and then you're good to go. And then you can press it for the next couple seconds. But a cold peel is that image has to completely cool down before you can pull it off. So once it's cooled down, or you can buy your cooling block. Once it's cooled down, then you can pull the film and the image will stay on the shirt. And then you call it a final press. Is once you pull the image off, you're gonna take either your parchment paper or your Teflon sheet, and you're gonna put it on top of the image once you pull the film off, and you're gonna press it for another 5 seconds to make sure that image is sealed inside of it. I'm going to go over a few things because we are almost, about a couple more minutes, we'll be finished. So the common beginner mistakes, like I was just telling you guys, too much heat is 350 or higher. It's too much. Not enough pressure. Your heat press has to have pressure on it. And you have to turn it to the right pressure, which is a medium pressure, because if it's on a light pressure, it's not going to press that shirt. It's on a too high pressure, it's going to mess it up. So we're going to keep it on a medium press. I'm going to show you guys that. Bad placement, like the little placement chart I was telling you about. You don't use this, you're not for sure. If you're a newbie, and you're not for sure, and I'm telling you 3 to 4 fingers, and your fingers are small, you're going to mess up your shirt. So you want to at least use a placement chart to help you show where the center of the shirt is. Cheap shirts. You can't go get any kind of shirts. You have Michaels, Hobby Lobby, that's Ava, and there's Jiffy, there's All Shirts. There's all different companies that you can get your shirts from for like $1.99, $2.50, $2.99. Michaels are like $2.99. Hobby Lobby is a little bit higher, but they give you a 40% discount. All Shirts is allshirts.com. Jiffy, GIFFY.com. A lot of people are online. They has ninjatransfer.com. There's a lot of people. Griffin.com. There's a lot of people that you can buy these shirts from for less than $1. You just have to know where to go. Jiffy is real good. Rushing. Don't rush the process. Do the process. Don't rush it. Do every step. Don't skip a step. Don't be too quick to send your product out. You don't want to send your product out and it messes up. The customer gets unsatisfied. Then that way you lose customers. So don't rush. Start with the shirt. You're going to do the 5-minute press. You're going to put your image on there. You're going to make sure it's at the right temperatures. You're going to press it. And then you're going to do the second press. And then that shirt is ready. Don't rush the process. I'm going to be don't rush the process. That's how you lose business, when you rush the process. The same thing is with the people who don't have equipment. When you put that image in there, make sure you, when you put the image in there, you can order samples. So I would put in the Artsy, in Printify, all of them, you can purchase the sample. You can actually put the shirt in, put it where you want the image to be, purchase the sample, they'll send it to you, and then before your customers get it, like I had a shirt that I did from Printify. When I got it, the image was way down here. I was like, oh, wait a minute, I centered it wrong. So I went back, centered it where it's supposed to go, ordered me another shirt, and then you can see what your shirts will look like before your customer gets it. And then, hey, you don't have to worry about it. Then you have a shirt that you can show your customer, like, hey, this is a shirt that I did. This is a shirt. This is the image of the shirt. And that's another way they'd be like, oh, she did do that shirt. Because you order it from Printify. They ship it to you. You see how it is. And then you can show on screen the shirt. But you still ain't printed. They don't know that. They don't know that at all. What I want to encourage you guys is your first shirt is not going to be your perfect shirt. I've been doing it for 2 years and I still mess up sometimes. Your first video won't go viral. So if you're on TV, on TikTok, you're on YouTube, you're on all these different social media sites, if you don't get the views you want, if you don't get the viral you want, don't worry about it. Be consistent. Still do it every day. It's better to be consistent than not doing it at all. So let's be consistent. Get it on social media. Let's be consistent showing your product. Let's be consistent. It's better than having 100 views, because if TikTok, Facebook, all these social media sites, they go off how you be on the social media. So if you posting every day, you're showing yourself, you're coming on here, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to get the people in due time. Nothing is done overnight. Nothing is done overnight. You're not going to get 1 million followers in 30 days. I don't care what nobody tell you. It's not done overnight. They tell you the process. Oh, I started a new account and I got 10,000 followers in 30 days. It's a process. Everything's a process. Okay? And your first website will not look beautiful, but I'm going to show you guys how to get a free website. And we're going to be doing that in the next 2 days. This is just normal. You're learning the business. You have to, you got to do by doing. I don't care what nobody tells you. And they're going, oh, I'm going to give you the shortcut. Nope. There is no shortcut to nothing. I don't care what these creators tell you, or they come on and they telling you this big old thing. Oh, I'm telling you now because I'm going to let you skip. You will not skip. That's impossible. I don't believe that, and that's why I started this 3-day challenge for free, to let everybody know you cannot skip no process. What they got, and they have it, is because that was their blessing. Your blessing might come another way, but you cannot rush the process. I really don't care what people tell you about, hey, pay me $5,000, I can skip. Nope. So how are you going to learn how to press a shirt? You skip the process. They're doing everything for you. Then when they get out the picture, you go to press a shirt, or you probably do something or design a shirt in the printing places, and it doesn't come out like the way you want it. There's no skipping process. It's better to learn and figure out what you did wrong, because I have shirts, I have tumblers I can show you that I kept. So I can show you, hey, look, this is the mistake I made. This shirt was one-sided. It's more to the right than it's more to the left. It's not in the center. You have to do that to learn. If you don't do it to learn, you're not going to skip the process. You're just not. So I'm going to end the class today. Tonight is DTF class. Like I said, it don't take me all day long. It don't take me 2 and 3 hours like they do on TV. I mean, like they do when they come on. It doesn't take all that time to do that. So what I'm leaving the floor right now is to see if you have any questions. Do you want to know anything? That third-party vendor, I will give it to you the last day of class. She is 95 cents for transfers and $1 shirts and all that. So I will give you that at the end of the class on Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll give you that vendor on Tuesday because I want you guys to come in and really see that I'm giving you quality learning. This is not, I come in, I tell you, and you still lost. So that's why I'm asking you if you have any questions. If you don't have a question now and you feel like that you have a question you want to ask me later, on TikTok is radiant_creations27. And you can just send me a message and I will answer you back. On Facebook, it's Healing Baptiste. And all you have to do is just shoot me a message and I will answer you back. If I don't answer you back the day that you shoot it, you will get it within 24 hours for any questions. And like I said, I am going to drop the vendors list either the next couple of hours because I have it together. I just have to upload it. That way you guys can have all the different vendors that you're supposed to have. I also have at the end of the class, I'm going to give you free a temperature guide, a t-shirt guide for free at the end of the class. That is 2 things that everybody's going to get if you're here on Wednesday. Tomorrow's class, hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, so tomorrow's class is the business side of DTF. It's the business side and like where your free options, everything. So let me give you the broken down on day 2. Day 2, by the end of day 2, you will know how to create a design, how to do third-party vendor work, the profit margin for printing and pricing, free and paid websites, how to sell online, and in the beginning, the beginner's business mistakes to avoid. So we're going to do that on the second day. And then on the third day is going to be DTF marketing and content class. Hold on, this thing's doing something. It's going to be DTF marketing and content class. On the third day, we're going to learn how to market your business, how to what is content, the content to post, how to build your community online, how to get customers using social media, beginners marketing mistakes to avoid, and how to consistently grow your business. This is what we're going to do these next two days. We already did the DTF class to giving you the beginning part of how DTF is. And one more thing I want to ask you guys, that if this class helped you, please subscribe, share the live, follow my page, comment on what classes you want me to do next. Because I know DTF, but I know party favors, I know sublimation, I know a lot. So comment what you want to learn, and then we'll probably do that the next class. I have another class coming up the next following week, but I want to know what you want to learn so I can come on here and teach you in 3 days. My challenges are always 3 days, and they're always free. So you don't have nothing to worry about. It's always free. But I do have offers after that free. I have offers. So does anybody have any questions? If you don't have any questions, I will see you guys tomorrow at 6:30 Central Standard Time. Like I said, I don't take all day to teach you anything. So on the last class will be the longest, because that's what I'm going to show you the heat press and how to press a shirt. We'll go through it. It'll take about 15 to 20 minutes for to do that, and then we're going to go back to the marketing and content side on Wednesday. Wednesday's the day we're going to do the pressing, and I'm going to show you everything about the heat press. So I am so happy that you guys stayed on. Have a great night. And like I said, if you have any comments, please put it on my TikTok or my Facebook page, and I will answer you guys back within 24 hours. If you have any questions for tomorrow at 6:30, please be on here. And I come on 15 minutes early for anybody, like 6:15. I come on, because if you come at 6:30, you're late. I come on at 6:15 and I go over everything. And if you have any questions or comments right then and there, I will answer them for you. Person, I didn't been through what you're trying to go through, and I have been through it. I know exactly how you feel. I'd have a great day.